What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Convergence. Convergence is one of the most intriguing cryptos on the market at the moment. And I'm going to get into that in a sec. As always, I update the spreadsheets. These are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. You invested $100 into each one, you'd be in profit for 27 grand. Add in your $2,600 investment, and you'd be sitting on a neat profit of 29,800. I've held every single one of these at one point or another. Closed positions on all of them in profit, except Grin's never been in profit. Never been down too much, but I'm just love the tech. I just surprised by the price movement. Anyway, yeah, reinvested all that money into different cryptos. So I've got a completely new portfolio. If you want to see exactly what I'm holding, check out the link in the description, copymycrypto.com. I've built a portfolio and based on maximizing gains. It also minimizes risk, so that there's significantly less probability or chance of losing. It's been working really nicely, and the last few weeks have been absolutely spectacular. Biggest holders are running like crazy. I'm very, very pleased, and I know a lot of the new subscribers are. Every week you wait to get into crypto is a week where you make less profits. It's that simple. So if you want to see what I'm holding, like I say, check the link in the description. Convergence is a beast, absolute beast, and genuinely very intriguing, to the point that like even CoinMarketCap did a whole breakdown of what Convergence is. It is the first protocol to successfully make it possible to interchange assets from the real world with liquidity in DeFi. It's genuinely the very first of its kind. Now, the guys that created it, one of them was, worked at Deutsche Bank as a global market analyst, which is a hell of a starting point. And yeah, and the other did a a computer science degree and was an information tech analyst for IBM. Both of them obviously very good starting points. So it's bridged real assets and tokenization, and it's really bloody interesting. So just so we're clear, at the moment, Convergence has 970 million in circulating supply. Max it will ever have will be 10 billion, or total supply will be 10 billion, not max. Now, if we actually break it down, so it's built on Ethereum. It's participating in the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, what I'm really impressed with as well, beyond just the protocol, is initial investors are very, very good. We've got people from Pantera Capital, Alameda Research, and Black Edge, and Vendetta Capital, and Kinetic. And NGC, I mean, there's some serious investment here. Now, Convergence also do one thing that I'm very fond of, which is a launch pad. So they've got Launch Convo. So you can sort of participate in private sale tokens. And if you have a look at the previous one, so that was Lith. But all-time high, 1,200% up from the market price that you could have got in on the NFT, which is pretty bloody awesome. And I'm sure they're going to have a bunch more of these over time. This is fairly new, but keeping an eye on launch pads is important, because I have said this and I will continue to bang this drum, but When FOMO kicks in this market, launchpads are going to have another crazy wave. So keeping an eye on stuff like that is really important. So in terms of convergence, I mean, most people that see this should be fairly familiar with what this is, how it works. Yeah. So you got Future Lithium, which is the FLITH that launched. You got Convergence, you got Ethereum and USDT. And there's the swaps you can do. Now, in terms of liquidity on the market in the past like 24 hours, there's been 10 million, so that's not bad. It's actually doing decent volume with very limited pairs. So not a decent volume, sorry, but there's good liquidity for only a few pairs, right? The private sale tokens was the Future Lithium, but yeah, I'm really liking it. Really liking it. Like I say, Convo is so easy to access as well, so keep an eye on Convo. In terms of Convergence, what they've actually done and they're aiming to do is be the first AMM to make real world asset exposure interchangeable in the DeFi space. So you can connect like wrapped security tokens with utility tokens on this single platform, which could be amazing. So you could swap Doge with SpaceX via using the Convergence AMM, which is bloody awesome. Not that I'd want either of those things, but the fact that you can do it is fairly fantastic. Now, long term, this is going to be a beast. Without a shadow of a doubt, this will be a beast. I don't think this is necessarily going to do anything dramatic in this bull cycle. What they're looking at is so far ahead. I think 5 years down the line, this could be unbelievable. Right now, maybe it's a bit too soon, because I think DeFi is so confusing to so many, particularly anyone that's new to crypto. 5 years down the line, the level of exposure people will have to DeFi, the level of exposure institutions will have to DeFi, and just individuals, normal citizens, provides a serious opportunity for Convergence to do something spectacular. But right now, maybe a bit too much too soon. But I really love it. I really love it. I'll be very interested to see what the real world asset exposure could be. Like, what are the limitations? Could I get a bar of gold? And effectively have like a digital version of a bar of gold and integrate it into the DeFi. Maybe, probably. So yeah. So what they're going to say is your security tokens. So they call them WSTs. Okay. So the WSTs are going to can be security tokens. They're basically a digital asset that's backed by registered security. So if you've got a physical asset of gold or something, silver, you've got stock, you've got bond, you've got derivatives or real estate. If you've got if you've got the security token, if you get a security token for it, you can integrate it into the system. And they provide a protocol that allows users to exchange their regular utility tokens for wrapped security tokens. So it'll be a highly liquid, trustless environment. Trustless is always good as well. And like I said, they've got huge backing. Almeida, beasts. And they've got a strong advisory. They've got Jihan Chu from Kinetic, Ryan Sung Ho Kim from Hashid, and Suji Yan from Mask. Their roadmap is really strong as well. I just think there's so much potential here, but too soon, too fast. Like I don't see necessarily the run of price this year. Not this year, but down the line, God, yeah, this could be comfortably $1 coin or more, comfortably. But I don't. I think we'll be seeing that in 2024, 2025. Not now. Um, but really exciting. Really exciting. I'm really staggered that you're not actually seeing it more readily available on some of the centralized exchanges. FTX is your biggest one. Um, but this is definitely one that people should have on the radar for when the bear market kicks in. Because when the bear market kicks in, this could be an absolute beast. Tell me what you guys think. Convergence. Anyway, that's it. And as always, check out Copy My Crypto. Like I say, the top 4 holdings in my portfolio have absolutely smashed it in the last few weeks, and they're set for some ridiculous rides this bull cycle. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care, guys. Bye bye.